Hey guys, Austin Reed here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. As I mentioned in the last video, I'm going to show you guys how to tour a country and take over the country. And we're going to try to take over India, alright? So I went ahead and put together a list of to-do things. Now I've already done a lot of the things on this list, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this list of like what to do before you start planning the tour. So this is before we contact the venues. This is the preparation. This is after we've landed some concerts. And this is just something to do every single day while you're going through this process. So before you even start contacting the venues, you need to have your song list ready. So I've got my song list up here. There's all kinds of different songs here. I've got a couple covers, I've got some originals. I'm thinking about adding to this list. I'll probably add maybe 5 or 10 more songs to this list, but this is a pretty good list to go off of. A lot of this music is pretty similar. It fits pretty well together, and people in India tend to like this music. I know that because I've already played there. So that makes sense to me. Once you have your song list, you have to make your venue list. All right, now I've already got a venue list too. I've got, right now I've got a total of 3 cities. I've got Mumbai, Pune, and Goa. All right, a total of 54 venues. I'm gonna start contacting these 54, and once I get about halfway through, I'm gonna start finding venues for the other cities. Now, once you've got that, you have to make a press list. Now, I haven't quite made my press list yet. That's the next thing to do on my to-do list. Now, the press list is blogs, radio stations, influencers, other musicians, promoters, just anybody you can get your hands on that is involved in the music scene in that area. You want to contact anybody and everybody, news, and you want to let them know once you have, your concerts lined up. You want to start promoting your concerts because it's one thing to just play a concert, but it's an entirely different thing to pack the venue full. So the best way to get some really, really good free traction is to start contacting radio stations, influencers, and stuff like that. Try to get interviews, try to get press releases, things like that on your concerts. So that is something we're gonna do. Make the EPK. I already have my EPK. It's got a bio, a short form and a long form bio. One's in German because I was trying to do some concerts in Germany. I'm gonna have to do one in Hindi now too, but I have a buddy that'll help me out with that. I've got some press release articles. I was in the newspaper in Germany, and so I've got that in there. Got a couple song examples, got my social media links, and I'm actually gonna throw my song list in there too, now that I think about it. And I also need to make a one sheet, so that is one thing that I have not done yet. One sheet is basically just a quick overview of like, this is who the artist is, it's how many followers they have, and here are their links. And so you can order like a quick one sheet on Fiverr for like 15 bucks, or you can get like a template on Envato and use Photoshop and make your own. Once you've got that together, the very last thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna want to put together a sponsor list. Now, these are companies, maybe a guitar or capo, or I don't know, a pedal company, radio station, or someone out there that might be interested in your tour, that might wanna put their name on the tour. And so maybe they'll sponsor you like, $1,000, $2,000, couple $1,000, depending on how big you are and how big the tour is, for you to go on this tour and for them to be on the posters, all of the posters, for them to have like their own little commercial within the, the concert. So like maybe in between all the songs, be like, hey guys, be sure to check out, Radio Live. They've really helped me out on this tour. They've got really great this and that. So be sure to show them some love. You know what I mean? Boom. So you definitely want to at least contact them. Even if you don't get sponsors, it's good to at least contact them, because a little bit of extra money that you get before you go on the tour, you can always use to create Facebook ads, Instagram ads. That way you can really get some good momentum on your concerts, okay? Now, once you've got all that together, now you're basically ready to contact the venues. What you need to contact the venues is basically a song list, and the EPK, and the venue list. And you can start contacting venues. The press list and the sponsor list, those two things that are things that can come slightly later than that, but you still want to get those done rather early because you want to start contacting them. You want to get dates as soon as possible. That way you can start, doing your press at least 60 days in advance, right? So like most places, they're booked 3 months in advance, and your press, you want to be doing at least 60 days in advance. So once you land those concerts, you got a few concerts going, that's when you start looking at hotels, maybe pre-book some Airbnbs, look at transportation. Now the thing about India and transportation is it's like You can buy a bus ticket like anywhere for like super cheap, and like you can't really plan that far ahead. I mean, you kind of can, but not really. So you can get an app called Redbus. It'll help you out, at least for India. And you can at least look at prices or write down the prices. I would look at the more expensive prices within the next 2 or 3 days when you're planning a country like India. When you're doing a country like Europe, or like just a continent like Europe, it's better to plan in advance and pay in advance because it'll be a lot cheaper. But in India, it doesn't really make a difference. Just look at the prices for tomorrow and the next day, write that down. At least you know how much that is. And then go ahead and start contacting your press and your sponsors now that you've got some gigs going, and yeah. So I comprised all of this into an everyday plan, all right? So every day you need to be practicing your song list, the whole thing. That way that by the time your concert comes around, it'll be good. So these songs that I've got up, like I'm already good at these songs, but like you want to be fucking amazing, right? And so choose songs that you're already really kind of good at, and then practice them every fucking day, all of them. And if there's a part that you think could be better, practice that part on repeat for a little while. It's really important. Always want to be practicing. The second thing you want to do is you want to call 10 venues a day. It's really not that hard, 10 venues a day, right? After like a month, that's 300 venues you've called, you know, that's a good amount. Email 10 venues a day as well. You can email the same ones that you call, or you can email different ones, whatever. And if you wanted to add to one of your lists, like your venue list, your sponsor list, or your press list, you can always just add 30 minutes a day, maybe an hour a day, where all you do is you just search for new things to add to your lists so that you can be better prepared later, all right? So I hope that this helps you guys out. If you guys want to see some more videos about how to be a successful musician traveling the world, doing whatever you guys want, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. And you guys have a wonderful day.